Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Foster. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy, because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He's looking to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Obliterates him, still on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab left and finish the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
7, South Carolina, 0.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
First and 10.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got room on the return. Spin, still running. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Oh, he left him grabbing. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He wants to pass it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Foster. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
On the move. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They want to throw it. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires it incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Now adjusting. Complete to the right. That'll... First down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 14, South Carolina 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
South Carolina 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
This one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes the catch. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over James Madison. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
He's going to let it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line.
Cricket! Arrow!
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Slips a tackle. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside and make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
What a terrible, terrible shank. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He wants to throw here on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's his fourth interception of the game. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Foster. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Now from inside the red zone. He'll throw it. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
And watching this offense, the pass.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the two-point try. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. They are way down, and they'll try to cut into it by getting this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's the problem with the free flicker, right? It takes time to develop, and you could tell they handed it off. They didn't really bite it too much and continue to rush the pass or get to the quarterback and put a good lick on him, Jesse, as he's throwing the football.
Yeah, the offensive line is going to be kicking themselves when they watch this on film because they had a touchdown on that play. If they could have just given the quarterback another split second to throw.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers are 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass is intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety. Ball is loose.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Get set, get set.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing. You're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but...
Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Pollock, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be dragged down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a great play by the defense.